Okay, so let's create a simple page and put some actions and give some relation and create some means set some properties on actions. So let's get started. I'll create a page based on let's say item, and I'll create a list page, and I add some of the fields on here. Okay, and then I will add. I don't want. I want some fact boxes. So let's select some of the fact boxes. Okay, then let's select my notes as system fact box, and I say finish. So you see the page is ready, and I'll give the ID here, item list 2, and I'll give name. Then I will give the Swedish caption. So now I can save this page 90,001, and let's simply run this and see how it looks. So this is the page, and we have some fact boxes here, item detail invoicing, and down here my notifications. We added three fact boxes and a simple list page created. So now let's put some actions on the page, so that I can do by going this page actions, and I will create action items. Then I will create action group, and I will create a simple action. Let's say what let's see the standard page, and we will do the same what they have done. So if I go to item list, and I can see that they have sales price here, sales price. So whenever I press on sales price is getting open. So I can see which page needs to be open. So it's 7002. So what I will do is I will create sales prices as action. I'll go to properties, and I'll set captions. I set Swedish captions, and I will say what to run. Now this run object is nothing but which page you want to run when we push the action. So I'll say sales page, sales prices. So I can save this, and if we run the page again and see how it looks. First of all, maybe we can see the preview. So how the page will look when we will run it. Look like this. And here what you can do is you can directly click on any of the tab, like this is the action. So if you double click on this, that action will open, and you can set the properties of, or you can just run the see the code as well. So like this also you can go. So let's run this page. So now if you see, I have an action here, sales prices 4,000. So let's see. This is the sales price page run by the action. Okay. Now I have a question for you. Anybody can answer this. I want this sales price action to be available on this home tab. How can I do that? Can anybody answer this? Hello? Hello? Any? Yeah, tell me how I will do it. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Alt F4. Right. Yeah, it's open now. Yes. Now, how shall I do that? Okay. Anyone else, or shall I show? Okay. Let me see. Let me show. Sorry. This is the action designer. Now I can go to the properties of that action. Now, if you remember, I have shown you the property called promoted. So you set this property as promoted, yes. Okay, and you set the property, sorry, the other property called promoted category, in which category you want to promote this action on the role center client in the home button. So I would say I will select promoted category as process, and I will save this page, and I will run this. So if you see, this sales price has come over here on the home tab. So this way, whatever actions you have in other tabs, you can promote those actions to the home tab. Okay. So this is the way how you can promote the actions uh, for user preference, so that user don't have to go to other tabs, and he can do the frequently means if user is doing any task frequently, he can do that very easily from the home button. So this was action promotion. Now let me show you the output of this action. If you see, when I press the sales price button action, so if you see, I have a sales price for item number 1100, but I select 1000 or 1001 or 1100 or 1110. It doesn't make any difference in the output. Now what user wants is, if I am at 1000, item number 1000, and if I press sales price, then only related to that item number the sales price should be displayed. If I show you in the standard, now if I say I'm at 1000, and if I press sales price, then you see we have a filter applied here, and only 1000 lines line sales price is related to 1000 item number will be displayed. So this is called nothing but the relation. So if I go to next, and if I press sales prices, so it is 1001, and if I go to 1100, again it is for 1100. So this is a common user requirement, and now let's implement this. So what shall I do is, I shall again go to page actions, and I shall select the sales prices action. And if you see, we have run page view and run page link. Now run page view, we can set on which key we have to set the sorting. So I can select by default a primary key, and I can press. If you want to set extra options like ascending, descending, you can set it here. And if you want to apply more filters, like it should run only for some item numbers, then you can define those filters over here. But for now I'm only focusing on key. I will say okay. Now we have the run page link. So this is nothing but linking of two tables. Now this two tables, how two tables, sales price is one table and the item is based on item table. So now we shall define the relation between item table and sales price table, and it can be like, it can be done like this. Now I'm in a table filter. So if I press this button, you see sales price is field list. These fields are from sales price table. So what shall I do is I shall select the item number and I shall select the field option here. And now when I say select field option, and when I say press this button, what I'll get is item field list. These fields are from item table. So when I say number here, this relation is nothing but the sales price item number should be same as item number number from the item table. So both the numbers, the item number on the sales price and the number on the item table should be same, and then only you should display the data on the page. This is nothing but to display to give the relation while running the action. And we have more options, as you see here. We have, oh, it's hang. Okay, so we have constant. Sometimes you might need to use the constant, and sometimes you might need to use a filter as well. When you can give some conditions like this, so you will use this. But for now we will use only field here to give relation and to run the same record, to set the same record on both the tables. So when I save this, I will save this and I will run this. So when I press this button, I shall get the output. So if you see, now my page is giving me the right filter and it is showing the right record. So whenever I go to the next any record 1255, let's say for example, and I press sales prices, so now the data is shown for 1255. So like this you can set the relation while running the action. Is this clear? Any questions in this? Yeah. Actually, this type. Now, constant. When you want to apply a filter which is constant all the time. So nothing. This window is nothing but to set a filter while running the page. So whenever, like I can say that I want to, let's take an example of let's take an example of currency code. So I can say that currency code should always be uh, INR, let's say Indian rupees. Then I can say the starting date. Starting date filter is Starting date filter should be between July 24th to August 24th, and I can set item number as field filter, but nothing but a number. So like this, you can set a fixed filter, or you can set a filter based on the condition you have given here, or you can set the filter that these two fields should have the same data, so that it will point on the same record in both in the different tables. So like this, if I press OK, and if I say OK, and if I run this, so if I press sales prices, okay, we have a error in the date format. uh, let's select any other field. Let's say filter, it is filter sales code. Let's see what sales code is available. Okay, we'll select 10,000. So if I say 10,000 to 50,000, if I say press OK, and if I run this and I press sales price, now if you see, we have the same output as of now, but we don't have enough data to show those filters. That is why it is the same. But if I go on 1100, now if you see, we don't have any line available here. But when I go to standard item page, and if I press the same action here, okay, we don't have any data here as well. Let's remove this filter. Okay, now we have data for 1936s. So let's see that in two different view. So if I filter here like this, and I press sales prices, then we have 1454, starting date 1/60/2015. Now we will run our page, and I filter on the same item number, and if I press sales prices, I don't have any data. You know why? Because we have filter called currency code INR, which is not available. So if I remove this filter, then we have data available over here 1454. So whatever filter we have applied in the property page are applied on this page, and based on that the data will be filtered. So if I remove this is nothing but the data which we are seeing in the standard sales price page. Both are same. Is it clear? Okay. So like this, you can add actions, and you can set the relations while running the page. Uh, Now let me go to item page and item journal. This is nothing but an item journal. So any questions so far in pages, actions, properties? Uh, because now I will cover the different types of pages. Before that, if you have any question, you can just ask. Otherwise, I'll continue with the type of pages we have. Okay, then let's continue with the type of pages. We have many type of pages. First page type is a card page. You see here we have a vendor card and vendor list. So what is a vendor card and vendor list? So whenever you see a single record at a time, that page is known as vendor a card page. And when you see multiple record in a single page, that page is known as list page. And in RTC we have a concept where you always run a list page, and the card should be run directly from the list page. So you never attach a card page on an RTC role center. So you always have to attach a list page. So based on that, user can click on the list page, and whatever record he wants to open, they can go to that record and just double click or press the edit button, and they can open the card for that record. So card and list page are related to each other. So if you see, this is a card page, and it is based on a vendor. And whenever you create a card page, you have to add a word called card in the back side of the name. So in this case it is a vendor card, so we will add vendor space card. Same way, whenever we are creating a list page, we shall set the property as list, and we shall save it as a vendor list. So whenever you create a list page, it the list should be added at the last. And on the list page, we have a special property called card page ID. So this when user double click on any of the record, what needs to be done? You define that here. So in this example, what they have defined is when user clicks on any record, what should happen? Vendor card should be open. Okay, so they have set a vendor card here in the card page ID, and whenever the users double click or press the edit button on vendor list, the vendor card will be open. And make sure all the list pages should be editable false. It is not allowed to edit the data inside the list page. So make sure you make the pages the list pages editable false. So these were the two types of pages, one card page, one list page. Now third type of page we have, it is called a worksheet page. So this is an example of worksheet page. If I go to properties, you see it's a worksheet page. Sorry, it's the worksheet page. So whenever and if we see the preview of this page, you will get more understanding by seeing the page, that how it looks. So this page is a standalone page. You can attach this page anywhere on the RTC. It is not required that you should have a list page for this page to be open. So you can attach this as a standalone page in RTC. Now this is a special page where user needs to post some data in the system. So they will use this page, and you might have some filters on the top, and you might have some balances or some details in the footer, and you will have some fact boxes as usual in the right side. And the middle part is nothing but a list, kind of a list page, but it is an editable where user can enter, or user can run some batch jobs like import bank statement, and the data can be generated automatically and it will be filled in. And then later on, once everything is fine, user can post, means user can just process the data from this page. So there are a lot many pages like this which is available within NAV, and whenever you design any worksheet page, make sure you add something, the name something like this, journal, based on your module, in which module you are working. So like if like take an example of if employee is going to do, we are going to create a module, employee module, and we are going to post some data regarding employee. So what you can name it as employee journal. So you should make sure that you should add a journal uh, word in the backside of the employee or general or item or something like this. So this was a third kind of form named worksheet page. Now we have card part and list part. Those are also two important pages. So if I say fact, sorry. So if I go to any of the fact boxes and I select this, and if I go to properties, so you see this is nothing but a card part page. So whenever you want to show data from different table but only one record at a time, then you will select, means in the fact box, then you will select that page as a page type card part. So you see the data is coming from customer, and one record at a time it will show. So this is nothing but a fact box. Let me show you in the RTC how it looks. So if I go to customers, and you see here we have this fact box is nothing but sales history sell to fact box. So this is sale to customer sales history fact box. So this is nothing but the data coming from customer table, one record at a time. Okay, so whenever you want to show a single record in the fact box, you will add that page as you will add that page as a type, as a page type card part, like this. And make sure whenever you name it, you name it as a fact box at the end. Now, what is a list part? If I go to this dimension fact box, so if I go to properties, this is list part. So whenever you want to show more than one record from the same table, okay, then you will define that page as a page type list part in the fact box. So if I take an example of this dimension fact box, now this is the customer page, and if you see we have this page called dimension. Now this, if you see, you can see the difference between this record, this fact box, and this fact box. Here we can see only one record, while here I can see three records at a time. So that is why this is called card part and this is called list part. So whenever you want to show more than one record, you will define that page as page type list part, and this is an example of a list part page. Okay, so they were the other two type of pages, and now we have a sales, we have a page type called document page. What is a document page? Now document page is nothing but you have a document, you have a page called sales orders. Now whenever you have a requirement of clubbing the data from two tables, like we have it in this specific example. So this the data coming here are from sales header table. I can show you that if you go to help, customize, help and about this page. So you can see that the data here is coming from table 36, that is sales header. But when I go to lines, and if I go to about this page, the data is coming from sales line page, that is 37. So this type of page is called as document page. So So how this type of page is designed? So what you do is you add you have multiple fast steps over here like this. I will show you. So you have one content area. In that you have first group as a general. So we have that here. Let me open the sales order. So we have general. Then we have we have other tabs called invoicing, shipping, foreign trade, prepayment, and etc. So we have invoicing, shipping, foreign trade, and prepayment. Now what is this lines? Lines is nothing but a part of type page, and this is the sales lines displayed over here as lines. So if I go to properties of this is nothing but another page embedded in this page called sales order subform. So if I copy this, and if I go to object designer, and if I press find this page, I get another page. And let me open this. This is a kind of list page where this page is based on sales line page, and it is nothing but a list part page. So whenever you are designing any document page, what you have to do is the main page should be a document page. Within that, whenever you are adding a line kind of page, that page should be of list part page as shown here. Okay, so like this you can club two you can display data from two tables or two pages in a single page. So this is called a document page. And whenever you are designing any document page, you shall name them as it should be pretty much self-explanatory that it's a document page. Like you have to define name like sales order, sales invoice, credit memo, and whatever page is in the lines tab should be named as subform. This word should be added in the list part page, which is attached in the document page. So if I filter on sub form, you will see that we have so many subforms, and for sure all these subforms are attached in one or the other document page. This way you can design the document page. Now we have one special page called navigate page. Okay, so if I design this, you can see this is a very special kind of page where you have many. And this page is nothing but a list plus page. And if you see, this page is based on document entry source table. I can show you how it looks in the nav. If I find navigate, and so this is a special kind of page where you have multiple actions, and you can find any of the document like this, and press find. Let me see if I get anything. Okay, so there are no records, but yes, there are multiple tabs, and there are multiple actions you can define here. So this is the one kind of page, list plus. And in this page we have special properties. You cannot insert, modify, or delete any data from this page. So like this you can define a navigate page. I can show you how we can use the navigate by going to post-it documents. If I go to post-it documents, if I go to post-it sales invoice, and if I open this, or let me just be on this record, and you see we have a navigate button here. So whenever I press on a navigate button, you see we have this page which is displaying how the system has been affected with the posting of this sales invoice. So this is nothing but a different tables. So when I posted this document, the data have been transferred to all those tables, and you can show this document also. If you go to action, and you can be on this, and either you can press on this assist edit button, or you can say show related entries. So based on that it will show. Now if you see the sales invoice, posted sales invoice has been opened. So if you want to see GL entries, you press this and all the GL entries, 5 GL entries will be shown here. So like this you can create your own navigate page like this. Okay, so that was a navigate page. Now we have one page called role center, which is everybody has must have seen. So in the role center, we shall design a role center whenever we have a new module in NAV, and user wants to do their means that things from the same page. So like this, if you see this, this is role center for a sole sales order processor. So for a sales order person, whoever is handling the sales order or sales process, all the things related to sales should be available on this page, like activities, or like the charts, or my customers, my items, or notifications. So whenever user has some specific customers, it will be displayed over here, or the items, it will be displayed over here. So this is if you get any new module, you can create a role center for that. And how you do that is, let me show you a standard role center. So if I go to this sales order processor role center, and if I go to properties, this is a page type called role center, and it has many sections, where you have a role center area, and then you have two groups. One group is nothing but activities. If you see, this is role center activities, and all other are for chart, or the my customer, my item, all those. This was a role center page. Now next type of pages, what was it? Yeah, if I go to sales order, and so one kind of page, this is a kind of page which is known as a standard dialog page. So if I enter here any currency, you'll get to know how it works. Let me say euro. Okay, let me open this, reopen. You are okay. Let me open another sales order. So if I open it, if I keep, you are here. Okay, this is also oh. Okay, I'll create a new one. Better. If I press new, and I will select any customer here. So this was the customer, and I will add as UR as currency. And when I press this button, it displays me a special kind of page. And if you go to help and about this page, you will get to know this page is known as standard dialog page, and page has been open in edit mode. So here what I can do is I have only possibility to add a relational exchange rate. So if I'm not satisfied with this rate, and if the rate is different for today, then what I can do is I can just change this rate, and I can press OK or cancel. So this is the a special page where you don't have any option to customize it, or you don't have any fact boxes, or you don't have anything like that. That is why it is known as standard dialog page. So standard dialog page. So like this we have one more page. If I go to if I add an item here, okay, and I will add some quantities. So, and I get this kind of page. This is a special kind of page which is known as uh, confirmation dialog page, where it is asking us that is it okay to proceed or not. So this is known as confirmation dialog page. So here what it is saying is the quantity on inventory is not sufficient to cover the net change, because I have added 1000 as an 1000 as an quantity. Now it is not available, sorry, 10,000 it is not available. So you can design this kind of page whenever you want to ask the user for the input as yes or no. Okay, so this kind of page you can design. For now, if I say no, then the process will be aborted. The update has been interrupted to respect the warning. Okay, so it has been a rollback. But if I press yes, then it will be taken as confirmation yes, and the line will be, the 1000 quantity will be affected. This is also one kind of page which is known as confirmation dialog page. Then you have one more page called statistics page. Where is that statistics page? So this is again a kind of document page, but there is a different in this page. You cannot insert or you cannot delete in this page. This is a special page where it is similar to a document page, but you cannot insert or delete from this page. And this page is also a card type of page. So just you can have a look of various statistics from the sales order over here. And if you want to apply any of the you can edit this page. You can edit some of the fields on this page, but you cannot insert or you cannot delete the record from this page. That is the specialty of this page. Okay, yeah, so this were the type of pages. And when you start to work slowly you will get to know more about the types, how to use them and where to use them, and how we can design a document page or a journal page. So this was type of pages. Any questions in this? Any questions? No questions? Hello? Yes? Yes? Yes, tell me. Yes? Come? Yes? Your voice is breaking, Nishant. Can you come again? Your voice is breaking. Hello. Can you ask me again? Yes. Uh, no, actually, there are facilities available where it will be done automatically. Okay, but why it has the facility has been given, because what happened is user might create a sales order today, okay, and just keep it as it is for today, and he might want to use it tomorrow. So then you have a facility to change the exchange rate like this. Otherwise, if you see, the standard exchange rate will come from the system, and I can show you how it comes. This is a euro. Now if I go to advanced, I have various currencies over here. I have various currencies over here, and if you see here, we have exchange rates. See this, this is exchange rate, and if I click on this, I can see that there is one line of exchange rate over here, and it what it says is this exchange rate is valid from 1/1/2013. Okay, and exchange rate is nothing but 9.3422. So let's create one example for today's date. So if I do like this, now we have a one more exchange rate. We have two exchange rate, but this, if you see, this is already expired, and this is the latest exchange rate. So whenever I create a sales order for today, this exchange rate will be taken in account, and it will be updated on the sales order. So if I remove this, now, okay, let me delete the lines first. Yeah, we have online. So I will delete this line, and I will remove the currency, and I will add it again. Okay, we shall change the date because the date is 1/22/2015. So if I change the date to today, and let's say, so you see, the 9.4 exchange rate has come because if you see, my posting rate and my order date is of today, so it has bring the exchange rate fraud from today, from that table what I have shown you. Now if I change this exchange rate as sorry, the date as yesterday, or I will change it as 7, and I will say, see, it is asking me, do you want to update the exchange rate? I'll say yes. And if I go to exchange rate and see, the exchange rate has come from the first line. So like this, you can you means what customer does is they import the exchange rate from the Central European Bank, and it will be imported a daily basis. So they will have one exchange rate for one day, and we have automatic process, we have automatic jobs which will run automatically in the night, and the exchange rates will be created automatically. So like this, you can define the exchange rate if it is not properly set up in the setup, or you want to have a different exchange rate. Yes, yes. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, actually, you should do like this. I just didn't change it, but it should normally be the normally what happens is normally posting order date can be old, but posting date should be of almost today. Because what you can do is you can create an order today, but you can post it tomorrow or day after tomorrow. So what can happen is this order has been created in July, but you may post it in August, but order date cannot be lesser than posting date. You are right. Okay. Yeah. Any more question? Any more questions? Okay, so that was all about pages. Now, what I want you to do is you can continue with the demonstration available on in module 3, and please finish the lab as well at the end. Okay, because that lab is nothing but the continuation of seminar module. So at the end of the all the labs, you will be able to you will have created one module called seminar. So, what do you think? When can I see you all finish the lab 3? Can you give me any deadline from your side? I don't want to give you any deadline. Hello, hello. Yeah, can you hear me? So when you will be able to finish the lab 3 and all the demonstration available in module 3, so that I will. Okay, so lab 3 is also over. Okay, so can you mail me whoever has finished the lab 3, and so that I can just log in and I can see the progress, how you are doing, and if anything is wrong or anything is to be done, I can just suggest the changes if any. No, no, not timesheet. Whoever has done the lab 3 already, I just want the names so that I can log in and see that how is the progress and how it has been done. If anything wrong, then I can just come up and I can say you that this should have been done in this way. Okay. Hello. 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 Hello, hello. Can you hear me? Hello, hello. Can you hear me? Okay, then let me know whenever you have all done that, and I will go through. And if any suggestions, I'll come back. Otherwise, if you have any questions, like yesterday, Animisha had some questions, so just you can email me or Rajdesh, and we will try to answer as soon as possible. Any questions for pages or for tables, you can ask me or Rajdesh for now. Okay. Okay then. Will from tomorrow, Shikha will take the training on the logical things on programming, cal programming, how to do that, how to write code in NAV. So Shikha will continue from tomorrow. She will contact you. She will contact you at the same time, 4 o'clock. Okay. Okay then. All the best for now. Bye bye. Bye. Thanks. Bye bye.